started. Does it say the stream is on? I guess it is. We will get it going from the top.
Shout out Bruce Gas, aka Toka 2. You know I had to drop a track for my boy.
Hey, Click, where you at?
Yeah, I've been in your wrestling boys out here telling favors. I'm the hardest young nigga, I ain't signed to no label. Hey, Bruce Gas putting no fights on the table. Calling that Boston since Kane versus Abel. Smoking so much gas, you would think that shit was fatal. On the people champion like Muhammad Ali. Shout out Bruce Gas, one day we gon' meet. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, we gon' smoke hella weed. Yeah, we gon' blow it down, take a hit out the Toka 2. Slipping hella shots, feel like Tyson with the peak. Little Glock on my side, but it hit just like Isaac Cruz. Shout out man, Chad, real shit, that's my fucking dude. We always cooking on the pan. Strapped to my side, I ain't talking about no sandwich. Bruce passed me the blunt, I'ma light it like a candle. Ayy, non-stop bars, man, I always spit flames. Feel like Bruce Gas always got a different strain. Bitch, you ain't like me, you could never feel my pain. You win and you lose, well, this the fight game. Don't beef on the net and the shit won't change. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the game. Said that on the stream, gotta do it for the chat. I ain't undisputed. Yeah, hold on, I ain't undisputed, but I want all the straps.
That's my man 150 with the theme song. Good evening to everybody that came in or is coming in. This is Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and Mo. Getting ready for some trivia tonight. We keep a little bit of funk in the background. And we'll see who's in here tonight. Yankee Kyle, man, appreciate you sharing the show. Thank you for stopping in. Skywalker, my brother. Salute. User YS4GZ60H2V, Dan. Thank you much for stopping by. Daniel Berry, appreciate it. Let's, first of all, you know the buzz has to happen. I've been busy as a you-know-what all day today. I finally have a car, so people who I've been calling up, you don't have to not answer your phone anymore. I won't be asking you for a ride. I got one. But let's get the body ready for this experience here. First of all, PM supplement stack. This is Tuesday PM. Hit the old boing, and it pops open, and I have 4 nutritional supplements that I take every night, every evening. Slide Encounter, you're here. Owen Foster, good to see you. I take the Cognium for my brain to keep me from slipping and losing my memory. I don't know if it's working, but it's a great antioxidant anyway. It's got silk protein in there, made from the silkworm, the most commonly used supplement to study with brain health. So we'll see what happens with that one. That's Cognium. 1,500 milligrams of vitamin C, a C1000 and a C500. And we pop those in there. The extra 500 for the cold and flu season. Flaxseed oil for the heart. Osteo Biflex with the Bushwalla and the Turmac in there. Helps ease the pain of joints, of going old. And Bango. Wash that down with fresh water. Stay hydrated, man. One of the best things you can do. This is going to be my first bong of the day. And we got some great trivia here tonight, man. I'll tell you, I got to dig for these trivia games now. Before, you could just go copy questions, cut and paste them. I got to do serious research. I'm doing this every week. I can't be redundant. Hey, Ed, how we doing, brother? Good to see you in here. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Let me get about 3 or 4 of these bongs in me, and then we'll get this shit show on the road.
Chris Atkins, yo.
First one of the day. I got some pretty good ones in here, Slide Encounter. Because, you know, I could put on here how old was Mike Tyson when he became the youngest heavyweight champion and all that other shit that's so redundant. Yes, Skywalker, the Toka 2 at my disposal. Yes, I am a heavy user. I was thinking about doing another health. Me being a health nut, as I hit on my Toka 2. No, man, I am a health nut. I walk 3 miles every day religiously. Let me see how many miles I walk today. See, that's the great thing about having your phone. It's got a Google Fitbit, I guess they call it. And we popped it on there. Pop that hot. Let's see how many. What did we walk today? We walked 3.54 miles. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. Hey, 3.54 miles. We burned 1,544 calories. 85 minutes of moving. And as far as the hot points goes, that was 57 hot points. You try to shoot for 150 a week. I usually go for 300 a week. But anyway, 8,155 steps. Tells you all that bullshit. How many calories expended to use that? 1,544 calories today. So that means I can eat a nice big meal without gaining any weight. See, that's one of the benefits of staying healthy, man. I try to do it, Slide Encounter, man. You know, I'm 71 years old, bro. My best years are in the rearview mirror, so I have to take real good care of the ones that are in front of me if I want to see them through. You know, two bombs. I got a little, but that is my buddy Celtic Chris over there, man. Good to see you, brother. I'm glad you're here. One of the toughest trivia players of all time. He doesn't get discouraged. Gets right up, dusts himself off, and comes back for more. My favorite kind of player. And Slide Encounter, like you're saying, man, you like the tricky ones? We're getting some tricky ones in here today. And you know, this was a tough week for me too, because on Sunday we lost a rocker that I've been rocking with since 1971, and that's Bob Weir of the Grateful Dead, man. You know, I saw the Grateful Dead, the first real concert I think I ever went to, the first rock concert that my mother and father would allow me to go to. And that was a Dead show at the Rhode Island Auditorium, man. I had the wine skin. It was mescaline in the wine. We had some fine mesh macon. Oh, man. Me, my buddy Alfred Cabral, a cat named Bucky Silva, and a guy named Johnny Silva. Bucky Francis and Johnny Silva. Johnny Silva's birthday today. That's how I kind of remember it a little bit. But we were at the Rhode Island Auditorium. The place is torn down now. I mean, it was a former hockey arena, big arena in Rhode Island, replaced by the Civic Center. It went through a bunch of different undertakings. But anyway, man, the Grateful Dead and Bob Weir no longer with us. The only two members of the Dead alive are the drummers, Mickey Hart and Billy Kreutzmann. Maybe that tells you a little something about playing those drums. Get that cardio going in you all night long. You know, Slide Encounter, it's the ones that cats like me grew up with. That's George Porter on the bass there, man. George Porter Jr. A New Orleans musician. I got this great grass this week too, man. It's called Jet Fuel Gelato. Let me show you a butt of this stuff. This is real top shelf stuff. I was so pleased with it. I ordered more today, as a matter of fact. I ordered a different strain from the same company. But this is a butt of it, man. Jet fuel gelato. I want to see if the camera does it justice. Let's try that here. Let's see if the camera does that bad boy justice. Has it focused in? Come on, focus in there for me, will you? There we go. There's the focus. Hey, look at the beauty and the beauty of that bad boy. Anyway, oh, it's loaded with all kind of red hairs and spongy, stinky like a freaking, like you dumped some kerosene on you in the house. Oh, that must have been the Grateful Dead at Winterland, 1978. Yes, indeedy, Yank Kyle. Yes, indeedy, I hear that, man, loud and clear. I saw the Grateful Dead, like I said, in 1971. I saw him at the Round Auditorium. I saw him again in 1973 at Watkins Glen. Me and 600,000 of my friends. And then I saw him again at the Providence Civic Center in 1974. And I was with my friend Johnny Silver too, man. Johnny Silver, him and I are deadheads from high school days, man. And then I've seen so many offshoots. I've seen the Jerry Garcia Band. I've seen Kingfish. I've seen Rat Dog. I saw Bobby and the Midnights, the Keith and Donna Band, Jerry Garcia and Merle Saunders at a little club in Boston. Oh, man. I mean, they got so much love for the Grateful Dead in me. And it really, I really feel something leaving me when one of these band members stops playing in the band, Let me do one more hit and we'll start this game. And I think by the first question, you're going to kind of realize the type of game it's going to be. We'll see if anybody sticks around. Sometimes I got 2 or 3 people that come in and play with me. Sometimes I got 40 people. So we see what goes on. It doesn't matter. I'm here for the duration. I hope you guys are. There's my man Pigeon. He said he was going to be, he texted me at something like fucking 7 o'clock this morning. Not text me. Answer one of my questions in the, answer one of my, commented on one of my shows. And once again, man, Pigeon's here. Shout out to Pigeon. Give him a wrench. Of course, Pigeon. I'll make you a moderator, guaranteed, bro. We're going to make you a standard because you get too much power. You start timing out people and shit, so. But we give you a wrench, my brother. Nobody F's with you, Pigeon. You're the internet legend. Probably everybody on here knows you by one name. I mean, Madonna, Cher, Jesus, Pigeon. Phil Johns. I like that name you got there. Time for the 30-second countdown. This gives you time to make sure you got a beer in your hands, a shot in the other, joint between your lips, and a hoo-ha between your knees. Let's get ready. Yeah, Pigeon's got a very illustrious career going in England. Joe Rogan. They all know him. Where's my lighter? Do I have to put a oh, here we go, man. Here comes the first question. Who was the last boxer to defeat the great Sugar Ray Robinson in a professional bout? 1, was it Rocky Graziano? 2, was it Joey Archer? 3, Gene Fullmer? Or 4, Carmen Basilio? The last man to defeat Sugar Ray Robinson in a professional bout. I told you these weren't going to be easy questions, but apparently I have some very... Is that Joe I see in here? Uh-oh, look out. The crazy Irishman is here. he kind of ruins it for a lot of people because he gets all the 60s, 70s, and 80s. That's up his alley. So Joe knows, and Joey Archer, named after Joey himself over there, man. And Joe was the first one on there. Damn Joe. Next question coming up in just a sec. Bear with me. The buzz is starting to creep up on me. I'm starting to get into the feel of it here, man. I'm getting the feeling. The Lord is moving me. We all know Max Schmeling handed the great Joe Louis his first defeat. Who was the second boxer to do so? 1, was it Rocky Marciano? 2, was it Max Baer? 3, was it Jersey Joe Walcott? Or 4, was it Ezzard Charles? Is Carlos in here? I didn't even see him, man. Carlos is going to like this one too, because this is a lot of history, a lot of modern stuff. We go all over the place with boxing trivia here, man. Nobody's safe. And remember, the guy who hits the button first is the guy who gets the most credit for it. And the correct answer, Ezzard Charles. Joe, that bastard. Owen Foster right behind him. Chris, sliding counter. Checkers. I didn't even see Checkers in here. Shout out to Checkers. Where do you see Carlos? I don't even see Carlos in here. Anyway, of course it was the Cincinnati Cobra. Ezzard Charles. You know anybody else with a name like Ezzard? Johnny Tapia and Danny Romero fought a couple of years back in a battle for hometown bragging rights. What is their hometown? 1, is it Mexico City? 2, Los Angeles? 3, Las Vegas? Or 4, Albuquerque? I can guarantee who's going to be the first one with the right answer on this one. You didn't even have to wait till I got through with the question. Big event on HBO, and just covered his son's debut this past Friday. Yeah, man, you're right in the shit, Skywalker. That's why I didn't want to say Skywalker's gonna be the first one on there, because of course Albuquerque, New Mexico. Danny Romero, Johnny Tapia. What a rivalry! Danny beat him in their fight. Johnny Tapia was crazy. El Loco Veda. Let's see, man. Of course, Skywalker got that one. Joe right behind him. Crackers. Who the hell is Crackers, man? I don't see Crackers on there. Maybe the weed hasn't hit me enough yet. Who handed Floyd Patterson his first defeat? 1, was it Sonny Liston? 2, was it Pete Rademacher? 3, was it Jose Torres? Or 4, was it Joey Maxim? Who handed former heavyweight champion Floyd Patterson his first defeat? That's only the 4th question. I told you they're not going to be easy. Checkers, not cheese. Who's Checkers, not cheese? Let's take a quick look and see who he is. He's a newbie over here. He only opened his channel up in August. He's got a wrench, so he must have been in here. I must know who he is. But then again, I give everybody a wrench, whether they come back or not, right? Joey Maxim. Hey, the answers are a little bit over the place in this one, but Joey Maxim, the first man to defeat Floyd Patterson. There's going to be a lot of weird questions like this in here, so make sure you don't get too out of control. Take a shot, take your trank, whatever it is that keeps you normal. Do it now. The next question is coming up in just 3, 2, 1 second, and here it is, man. Duh. Nicknamed the Clone Cyclone, Barry McGuigan won the WBA World Featherweight title on June 8, 1985. Who did he beat to gain this title? 1, was it Subido Pedrosa? 2, was it David Cote? 3, was it Danny Lopez? Or 4, was it Bernard Taylor? Subido Pedrosa, David Poison Cote, Danny Little Red Lopez, and the BT Express Bernard Taylor. Joe, there's no fixing here, man. This is all based on knowledge. You know that. The only price of admission is your knowledge of boxing, and it's never paid off. The correct answer is Subido Pedrosa. Chris, the first one on the button on that one.
Can I get a little bit more organ in a... By the way you look at me, it's obvious to see.
Who was the first boxer to beat Roy Jones Jr. professionally? 1, was it Montel Griffith? 2, James Toney? 3, Bernard Hopkins? Or 4, Antonio Tarver?
What you think, I know you're looking for a kind of father.
This is an easy one. We've had this on other trivias before, but like I said, this is about my 700th boxing trivia question, so you got to give me a break if they overlap a little bit. The correct answer on this one, hint, it was a disqualification. The correct answer, Montel Griffith. He paid the price. Montel Griffith's over on Facebook. He's one of my friends on there. I have a little 1 or 2 paragraph conversation with him every once in a while. Montel Griffith out of Chicago. The first boxer to defeat Roy Jones. Next question. Moving right along in this contest, man. Marco Antonio Nazareth died after a fight against the son of which legendary boxer? Was it Shane Mosley's son? Was it Julio Cesar Chavez's son? Was it Joe Frazier's son? Or was it Floyd Patterson's son? Yeah, side and contra. A lot of those wrong answers will be totally wrong. Not even in the same ballpark. But this one here, this is kind of a tough one. Unless you know. If you know, you know. If you don't, then yeah, you're in second place. And the correct answer on this one is all 4 of these fighters had sons. And the correct answer is Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. What are we on? Question what? Question number 7. Let's go to question number 8. Moving right along here. Ernie Schaff died after a fight with Primo Carnera. It was suggested the damage inflicted in a fight 5 months earlier may have contributed to his death. Who was his opponent in that earlier fight? 1, was it Max Schmeling? 2, was it Max Baer? 3, Jack Sharkey? Or 4, Jack Dempsey? Ernie Schaff died in the ring, and it was at the hands of Primo Carnera, but they said he was already damaged goods. And who did the initial damage? Max Baer. Joe was the first one with the correct answer on that one. I'm not fooling anybody with anything in here tonight, man. Who was the referee during the infamous bite fight between Tyson and Holyfield? 1, was it Richard Steele? 2, was it Mills Lane? 3, was it Kenny Bayless? Or 4, was it Joe Cortez? This one should be an easy one. Banging on those keyboards. Wow. I got a buzz on. There wasn't any ammunition in that gun. Guts to have the flour. See, this stuff is so good, I'm not even fortifying it with resin, diamonds, or crumble. It's straight out of the tap. The correct answer, Mills Lane. Once again, everybody got this one. No, Mills Lane, he was a Marine. He was a tough, scrappy little bastard. Plus, he was a former boxer, too. Which former IBF champ is now punching a clock for the United States Post Office in Las Vegas? 1, is it Ishi Smith? 2, Daniel Jacobs? 3, Cornelius Bundridge? Or 4, Carlos Molina? Which one of these former world champions is now a mailman, so to speak? I read this article. That's why I put this question together, because I read the article on one of the online publications. The security of punching the clock instead of punching an opponent. Former IBF super lightweight champion. I didn't want to put all that information in there because I knew it would fool you. But who do you think it was? Ishi Smith, number 1. Checkers and Skywalker were the right ones on that one. But see that, Joe? We got to get him with some rope-a-dopes in here, man. You know it. You know it. Time to pause the game, look at the scoreboard. Checkers and chess. He's been around, but we're going to call him a newcomer to the big board over here. And sliding counter in second, followed by Joe. Look at this, man. See, this is like sliding counter was just telling me. When we do this like this with the, when we take away the easy stuff, it's going to really take somebody to get a 50-0 around here. Nobody's gotten 50-0 yet. When I've had, softballs and tennis racket baseball games over here. But what I'm going to do is I got to go change my bong water. I'll be right back. Sharpen up your brains. Get ready for round 2. Going down, working in the cold. I have to sit down, working in the cold. Going down, working in the cold. I have to sit down. Well, I make my no money. Digging coal by the ton. Now when Saturday comes around, too tired for having fun. Said I've been working, going, still working. Woo! Said I've been working, going, still working. Let's start the second round, and it is Floyd Mayweather Jr. won his first major title belt, beating this veteran champion. 1, was it Ricky Hatton? 2, was it Michelangelo Gonzalez? 3, was it Gennaro Chiquinito Hernandez? Or 4, was it Canelo Alvarez? Who did Floyd win his first professional title against? I see everybody in here is already wrencher, so they're already sub. But I've been getting mad subs lately. Some of my shorts, man, they get into the algorithm. And like the one I did with Sugar Ray Robinson's first loss. Last time I looked, it had like 21,000 views, and I pick up about a half dozen subs from people watching it. So we want to get new competition in here, though. But of course, the Gennaro Chiquinito Hernandez recently passed away with cancer. Floyd's first world title. Moving on. See, a lot of work needs to be done in doing the production of this game. I have to play with a lot of bells and whistles over here. How many times did Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward fight each other? Here's a softball. 1 was it 4 times, 2 was it 3 times, 3 was it 2 times, or 4 was it 1 time? All those things do, man. But that fucking those shorts, man. The shorts are what? They get into that algorithm, and the one I did with the Ali when his first shuffle, that went crazy too. That got like 12,000 views, picked up a bunch of subs. And it's funny. Sometimes you do some good ones, and you're lucky if you get 200-300 people to look at them. But of course, man, everybody got this one right. Joe's the first one in there. See, Joe's a competitor. Joe's got to solidify himself and get back in first place. He don't like running in the rear. You know, he likes being a leader. Who did Lennox Lewis lose to in his first professional defeat? 1, Shannon Briggs. 2, Oliver McCall. 3, Hasim Rockman. Or 4, Evander Holyfield. Which one?
Joe, Kevin said his monitor isn't working.
Jose, my brother.
Thanks back then. It's working.
Nobody wants to fight Iglesias. What's up with that, Jose? Is he that bad or what? Or is he just too much of a risk, not enough reward?
Thank you very much. Y'all have to excuse us while we're having fun, because I know every now and then I forget that we're supposed to be entertaining and not having fun. Sometimes we just, we go off the deep end.
Oliver McCall. You know, it was a throw back and forth between Rockman and McCall.
Ooh.
And so, you had to kind of know to know. But the correct answer, yes. Oliver McCall with Joe. And see, that's the thing. People say Lennox Lewis is the greatest heavyweight. He beat Ali. He beat Larry Holmes. I mean, you got to look at who beat Lennox Lewis. And if you're going to say those two guys, Hasim Rockman and Oliver McCall, are capable of beating the greatest heavyweight who walked the face of the earth, then you got to take Lennox Lewis out of that conversation. But anyway, let's resume this shit show. Get to question number 14. Jack Dempsey once set a record for knocking down an opponent 7 times in 1 round. Who tied this record? 1, Rocky Graziano. 2, Manny Pacquiao. 3, Ingemar Johansson. Or 4, Bobby Chacon. The correct answer on this one. Number 3, Ingemar Johansson. Owen Foster, the first man on his button on that one. Yes, Floyd Patterson was the recipient. I got this clean bong here. I haven't even caught a good blast on it yet. Rip time. Put this thing on pause for a second. It's rip time. Jet Fuel Gelato. But see, that's the thing about reefer these days. Everything's got names on it. Back when I was smoking it, we had the good stuff, the gold, the red, the Colombian, the Acapulco gold, shit like that. But everything now's got a name to it. You got Blueberry Blast, you got Jet Fuel Gelato, you got Wedding Crasher. I mean, every day's a new name. It's unfreaking believable. I don't know, man. I hate fantasy fights. I would like to see Patterson against Roy Jones now. That would be looking at something. That would be an interesting fight. I could see Patterson crouching in, catching that barrage, and then boom, the fucking left hook out of nowhere. But anyway, like I said, man, I hate fantasy fights. They drive me fucking crazy. I mean, I see people actually arguing about the freaking thing, man. Which late trainer worked with both Mike Tyson and Vladimir Klitschko? 1, was it Tommy Brooks? 2, Gil Clancy? 3, Emmanuel Stewart? Or 4, Cus D'Amato? And I had the pleasure of being on a show with this gentleman before he passed away. He also trained Evander Holyfield. I mean, he's got a whole list of them out there, man, as long as you're on. But the correct answer on this one is number 1, Tommy Brooks. One of the unsung heroes of the game. Yeah, they're tough ones, man. I told you slide encounter. You know it, bro. You don't want fucking easy ones, man. We could sit here and I could be reading my Ring magazine and reading your questions off that, and it would just be like, what the fuck is this clown doing up here, man? This is not trivia. This is like fucking listening to a high schooler getting an education from a 3rd grade teacher. You know what I'm saying, man? We got to make this interesting. Moving right along. The first boxer to win the world lightweight title 3 times shared his name with that of a president. What was his last name? 1, was it Johnson? 2, was it Jackson? 3, was it Clinton? Or 4, was it Carter? And I'll give you a hint. His first name was Jimmy. Hey, FCO, my brother.
We played it last week, but we shouldn't play it this week.
And the winner on this one is checkers, not chess. See, refresh your phone, refresh your laptop, because the winner is the guy that first goes up there. It's all done on the speed of the internet. Once everybody's got their clocks, their Google clock set to 0, they're all set on the same time. That makes the game even. And check it. Everybody got it in there, but they're behind them. But when it recognizes the winner, it's the first guy that gets their finger on the button. Who was the youngest undisputed heavyweight champion in history? 1, Muhammad Ali. 2, Mike Tyson. 3, Joe Louis. 4, Floyd Patterson. Read the entire question.
And a ginger ale.
See, I see the guys who got it right. We caught them last time in this one with their pants down, but this is another one. I just kind of throw it in there for newbies that come in here to kind of give them a very interesting little trivia that they will remember. Maybe win a drink in a bar some night with it, especially with Google at our disposal. The correct answer is, drum roll please, Floyd Patterson. Mike Tyson, the youngest WBC heavyweight champion. When Floyd beat Indigo, he was the undisputed heavyweight champion. So you got to read the whole question. Yeah. Like, what a fucking douchebag, huh? Who was the first one on there? Who's that got the first one in there? Slide Encounter. I think Slide Encounter remembers this from the last game. Which boxer was known as the Cincinnati Cobra? 1, was it Sonny Liston? 2, Jersey Joe Walcott. 3, Ezzard Charles. Or 4, Archie Moore? I even have a Cincinnati Cobra t-shirt in there. It's kind of falling apart, so I think it's going to be more used as dusting rag. But everybody should get this one. You'd be surprised, man. You put this one on like another trivia platform, nobody's getting it, or they're just gonna copy whoever punched the right one. But Ezra Charles, I think his name came up here before. Does anybody in there? Does anybody know anybody else in this whole world named Ezra Charles? He could have just got by with one name. The man with a crazy first name and a first name for a last name. Ezra Charles. No, that was excuse me for a second. My brain can't do two things here. Let me play. That was Buster Mathis' son, Buster Mathis Jr. He had Buster Mathis on here, and real interesting character. Real good show. But who knocked out Manny Pacquiao in there for? They another softball. There's a few of them in here, but not a lot of them. So take them while I give them to you. Excuse me. Gotta spit. Get all that bong, all that congestion from the bong out of here. But the correct answer on this one, this is like a super simple, but I had to leave it up there. I think this was with my the questions that were already on the program, which I don't leave a lot of them up there because they're all ones we've done before. Juan Manuel Marquez, and man, this was one of those oh shit kind of a moment too, huh? It ruined the Floyd Manny fight for a lot of people. He drank his own piss. Yep. Moving on to the next question before we take a short break. Which boxer had the longest undefeated streak in professional boxing history? 1. Rocky Marciano. 2. Ricardo Lopez. 3. Julio Cesar Chavez. Or 4. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Read the whole question. Only one answer. The correct answer on this one, Julio Cesar. The longest undefeated streak, not the longest, not the undefeated titleist, whatever, you know what I'm saying. He just had that crazy, like sliding counter says, 89-0. And we should have put the next question in. Who was it who snapped that streak? I bet everybody in here knows who's the first one who can put that up there. Or we look at the score, or take a quick look at the scoreboards. Who was it who snapped that 89-0 streak that Chavez had? I hear you, Chris. There we go. Sliding counter, the first one up there. Frankie, the surgeon, man. And he got ripped off so bad in the rematch. But that night they couldn't deny him. I think he must have had that syndrome that what's his name? Timothy Bradley said after he beat Manny Pacquiao the first time. He says it should have been the highest point of his life. It was the lowest. He was suicidal. He was getting all kind of death threats, whether they were real or imaginary. I mean, it was a bad time. And I wouldn't be surprised if the same thing happened to Frankie Randall. You know? But anyway, let's resume this game. No, wait a minute. We're going to go to the scoreboards here. We're at question 20. And look at this, man. Checkers, not chess, man. Hitting that number one spot with 19. Joey's hanging around over there with 18. Owen Foster with 18. Man, there's no breathing room over at the top. My man, sliding counter with 18. He's in fourth place. But see, it's all based on the speed of the answer. So that's why it rates Joe RI 2 XQ. Joe X 212. He's ahead of Owen Foster and Slide Encounter, and they both have the same amount, but Joey RXQ has got the quickest finger on the button, so that explains that. Celtic Chris, man, my main man with 13. User with what do you get there? 11, my bro. Skywalker with 11. FCO coming late, man. Jose Diaz. Pigeon was here. Ed Woodson, my man. I'm sure you're not still here because you would have had a lot more right ones than that. But anyway, let's get back to this game. Resume. Exhume. Get to question number 21. Which heavyweight held the WBA title through 1991 until he was stripped for refusing a mandatory challenge and instead fighting Larry Holmes? 1, was it Tommy Morrison? 2, was it Ray Mercer? 3, was it Muhammad Ali? Or 4, was it George Foreman? See, this is kind of one you're going to think about because almost all of them fit into that bill, kind of. But read the whole question. There's only one right answer. The right answer, Merciless Ray Mercer, a former guest, a guy that I still keep in touch with. Man, in his prime, he probably one of the toughest fucking heavyweights in the world. I get good vibes from Ray Mercer. What country did Costa Tszyu fight for in the Olympics? 1, did he fight for Ukraine? 2, for the Soviet Union? 3, for Belarus? Or 4, for Australia? What country did Costa Tszyu represent in what was he in? '88 Olympics, maybe? What country did old Costa Tszyu with that rat tail? Remember, he used to have that fucking rat tail hanging down? The Soviet Union. He's a Soviet Australian living in down under, but he represented the Soviet Union. Owen Foster, first man on the button. Moving right along. Who was the only man to beat Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the amateurs at the '96 Olympics? My mouth wants to say the Olympia. My head is going to say the Olympics. 1, was it Zab Judah? 2, was it Seraphim Tadorfo? 3, was it Mario Killahan? Or 4, Arturo Gatti? Sorry about messing those names up. Seraphim Todorov, Mario Kendallin. Which one was it? Seraphim Todorov defeated him in Atlanta. Who did Pinklin Thomas lose his world title to? 1, was it Trevor Berbick? 2, Tony Tucker? 3, Tim Witherspoon? Or 4, Greg Page? See, a lot of these cats in here from my era, we don't even have to think. It's It's almost like that title went boop, 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 boop. Almost all these cats touched it. It was a hot potato in those days. Oh yeah, that was a surprise to me too, man. I was so fucked up. I remember that night, man. I was in a bad way. And it was such a blase fight too. We were expecting big things from Pinklin Thomas, Trevor Berbick, 100% in this one. This former bantamweight champion is recognized as Puerto Rico's first world champion. Who is it? 1, is it Sexto Escobar? 2, is it Pedro Montanez? 3, is it Luis Ortiz? Or 4, is it Jose Torres? The first world champion from Puerto Rico. Sexto Escobar. Who's the first one on there? FCO. The first man on the button. Blasting right along. Who did Pernell Whitaker defeat for his first world title? His first world title. Who did he defeat? 1, was it Vinny Paz? 2, Jose Luis Ramirez. 3, James Buddy McGirt. Or 4, Greg Haugen. Who did Pernell Whitaker defeat for his first world title?
Mr. Bob Weir, y'all.
They're playing for Bob Weir. This was last night. Live. Smokestack Lightning. Greg Haugen. Joe, you know he was defeated by Pernell. It was Jose Luis Ramirez beat him, but Joe wants to say nope, it was a robbery. It was, but the first dude was Mr. Checkers. Is that Carlos? Probably. Very, very knowledgeable in the game. Who beat Zab Judah in November of 2001 to unify the junior welterweight, also known as super lightweight title? 1, was it Ricky Hatton? 2, was it Orte Urkel? 3, was it Costa Zoo? Or 4, Julio Cesar Chavez? I had to blow my schnoz, excuse me. Smokestack Lightning. Costa Zoo. Owen Foster, sliding counter. First on the button. The buzz is definitely kicking in right now. I'm gonna have to break out another bud, or I could do some dabs. Let's see. I'll think about it when we look at the scores at the halftime here. Which boxer famously said, "I should be on a postage stamp. That's the only way I'll ever get licked"? 1, was it Sugar Ray Leonard? 2, Muhammad Ali. 3, Larry Holmes. Or 4, Hector Camacho? Which one said this? Hey, Al Booger, my brother. Salute. The jazz world loved Bob Weir. The jazz world, the jazz players, they hung with the Grateful Dead. Muhammad Ali, the correct answer. See, they had a band. Bob Weir had a band called Bobby and the Midnights. He had Billy Cobham on drums, Alphonso Johnson on bass. I mean, these are some of the greatest electric jazz players in history, and they're playing with the Grateful Dead. So I mean, everybody's still in mourning for Bob Weir. That's why George Porter's playing Smokestack Lightning. Woo! This light heavyweight and cruiserweight champion retired after losing to Evander Holyfield and was an announcer for Showtime. 1 was it Virgil Hill, 2 was it Roy Jones Jr., 3 Bobby Ches, or 4 Bert Cooper.
Stop that train. I don't want to see you again. Can you hear me? Can you hear me crying?
Who was it? We had this guy on my show too, man. I used to get all kind of cats on here for interviews. I should start doing that again, huh? The correct answer, Bobby Ches. And the last time, Bobby's got some kind of a cancer going on, and they had fundraisers for him. And I haven't heard much lately. I gotta make some phone calls and see how he's doing, and see if he's hanging in there. But Bobby Ches, awesome warrior, man, great guy to have on here. And that was Bobby Ches. Was going to do one question, and then we take a break. I don't take a break. You take a break. Who did Oscar De La Hoya lose to in his final professional fight? 1, Sugar Shane Mosley. 2, Manny Pacquiao. 3, Floyd Mayweather Jr. 4, Felix Trinidad. One thing about the Grateful Dead, man, you listen to them, you get a good buzz of your choice on, and man, it's like a soundtrack to life. They just play some funky rhythms. They're all over the place, man. All these different scales. But what was Oscar's last? What was his last professional fight too that he lost? Manny Pacquiao. Celtics was right in on that one. Let's go to the leaderboard and see how all you guys are doing. You've been hanging in here for almost the whole game. I appreciate it. Look at this. Checkers Not Chess with 29 correct. Sliding Counter nipping at his heels with 28, and Owen Foster with 26. Joe dropped down there. I don't know if Joe's goofing off or he's playing games, but Joe's got 24. Chris has got 19. FCO coming late, he's got 16. Jose Diaz with 14, and we go right through the list, man. Al Booger just came in. Pigeon was here. Pigeon put his stamp of approval all over everything. Let's resume this game. Skip to question number 31 and get started here. Which boxer ended Naseem Hamed's unbeaten streak? 1, was it Marco Antonio Barrera? 2, Kevin Kelly? 3, Juan Manuel Marquez? Or 4, Eddie Morales? Who ended it? This was an HBO fight, I believe, and it was like, whoa. Hey, Teddy, what's happening, brother? Marco Antonio Barrera. Owen Foster. First guy on that one.
They love each other. Oh, do you see that it's true?
Once considered a great prospect, Shannon Briggs suffered his first defeat to this little-known fighter in the mid-1990s. Who was it? Was it Terrence Lewis? 2, was it James Pritchard? 3, was it Darrell Wilson? Or 4, was it Courage Shabala? Got knocked out too, man.
On some other night, what you know he chose is a place beside her.
Okay, here.
Now don't get in his way. There's nothing that you can say, nothing that you can do. Oh Lordy, oh,
Darrell Wilson, the first defeat.
they love each other. Oh, can you see that it's true?
Wilson and Courage versus Shabala.
Oh, can you see that it's true?
Owen Foster, first man on that one.
Can you see?
Who did Vitaly Klitschko face when his corner stopped the fight due to a severe cut? 1, was it Samuel Peter? 2, was it Lennox Lewis? 3, was it Corey Sanders? Or 4, was it Chris Bird? I must break out the grinder. Throw this little bud in there. I ordered some new stuff today. I can't wait to get it. I cannot wait, man. It's rated even higher than this. And this isn't like, a mass printing. This is talking to the lady on the phone. And the printing too, but anyway, I can't wait. Me and the old lady anticipating and waiting. But who was this cat that Vitaly Klitschko faced? And this was like an upset in the making. This fighter's last fight, Lennox Lewis, Owen Foster, first man on the button.
Go ahead, Chris.
Next question. Which boxer was known for the bolo punch? Did not invent it, but was known for the bolo punch. 1, Sugar Ray Leonard. 2, Kid Gallivan. 3, Joe Calzaghe. Or 4, Henry Armstrong. Wow. I could not say Kid Gallivan. I think I might have the RFK, worm on the brain syndrome. I'm thinking. Well, the correct answer, of course, Kid Gallivan, FCO, first man on the button. So you guys got some powerful internet computers, and that's why I said you just gotta make sure they're refreshed and ready to go, or else you're gonna have to get in the ring and duke it out at conclusion. Who did Riddick Bowe defeat to win the undisputed heavyweight title in 1992? 1, Ray Mercer. 2, Mike Tyson. 3, Lennox Lewis. 4, Evander Holyfield. That's called a Moog synthesizer, that instrument. Herbie Hancock, probably your best synthesizer, the Moog synthesizer, the Mini Moog. The only one that he did fight out of the 4. Evander Holyfield. Owen in there the first man on the button. Joe Frazier won a split decision over this tough contender despite being knocked down twice in Madison Square Garden. One was at Oscar Bonavena, 2 was at Muhammad Ali, 3 was at Jimmy Ellis, or 4 was at Jerry Quarry. This one, you got to kind of know your boxing. Then again, everybody in here does kind of know their boxing, so what is I saying? See, I thought this was going to kind of trifle you a little bit. The correct answer is Oscar Ringo Bonavena. Everybody got that one correctly. Moving on. Who was the first boxer to defeat Manny Pacquiao in a world title fight? 1 was it Timothy Bradley, 2 was it Lilo Ledwaba, 3 was it Juan Manuel Marquez, or 4 was it Eric Morales? Lilo Ledwaba. I gotta Google that one. But which one of these cats is the first one to defeat the Pac-Man in a world title fight?
In boxing, Rustico Torrecampo was the first to beat Manny Pacquiao, knocking him out in 1996. In the video game Pac-Man, Billy Mitchell is credited with the first perfect score, 3,333,360 points in 1999. Though this record has been the subject of controversy, if you are referring to
Dude, this is scary. I didn't have this thing activated, and it just told me who Leo Water was. That's the first guy to knock out Manny Pacquiao. This is scary. Big Brother is watching you, listening to you. I swear, man, I did not have this sucker turned on. It just, this is like one of those fucking, scary, man, scary. That was freaky. This bantamweight champion won a title in only his 7th professional fight. After leaving the bantamweight division, he went on to win champions at WBC Super Bantamweight and WBC Featherweight. 1 Wilfredo Gomez, 2 Wilfredo Gomez, 3 Jeff Fennick, or 4 Carlos Zarate.
My name is George Porter Jr. Thank you for being here.
See,
We're gonna take a brief pause, but
that was late on that one. Well, anyway, man, see, I was totally wrapped up in this performance by George Porter Trio, man, doing the homage to Bob Weir, who just passed away. But anyway, I typed too much on here to even get a clear look at the screen, but the correct answer, Jeff Fennick. Nobody got this one right. The fighter won the IBF Bantamweight Championship in only his 7th professional fight. After leaving the Bantamweight division, he went on to win the championship at Super Lightweight and Super Bantamweight and Featherweight. And the computer got that one right, man. Damn. I didn't think that was going to happen. I'll tell you, I thought that was kind of an easy one. This fighter twice won the Bantamweight Championship, WBA, then WBO. After winning each title, he lost them both in separate bouts without successfully defending either one. Who was he? 1 was it Romeo Ayala, 2 Junior Jones, 3 Joseph Acabecco, or 4 Johnny Tapia. This is kind of a interesting one here. And get the band back playing again here. No breaks allowed tonight. Guys, come on. Thank you. There we go. But who was this twice bantamweight champion who never successfully defended his title? Nope. Joseph Akbekyo. Once again, the computer wins one. Very tricky over here. Like I said earlier, I gotta do some real difficult suckers here. Google them if you think I'm wrong. Who did Bernard Hopkins defeat to become the undisputed middleweight champion in 2001? 1. Roy Jones Jr., 2. Oscar De La Hoya, 3. Jermaine Taylor, or 4. Felix Trinidad. Who was it? Which one? The correct answer, Felix Trinidad. FCO, first man on the case. See, that was one where you had to kind of say, was it Oscar? But no, Oscar didn't have the middleweight belt. Who was it? Which WBO and WBC middleweight champion with a lethal left 1-2-handed Jermaine Taylor his only 2 defeats in 1 year? 1 was it Miguel Kessler, 2 was it Kelly Pavlik, 3 was it Bernard Hopkins, or 4 was it Arthur Abraham? And you see this guy a lot on shows. He's still got his marbles. He's retired early, still involved with boxing. Hey, Goldard, bro. Salute, man. Salute. The correct answer, Kelly Pavlik. Owen Foster, first guy in there. Oh, I should have taken a break. I skipped the question 1. The weed is working, man. Like I said earlier, this is very strong stuff. It's called Jet Fuel Gelato. Haven't even fortified it with anything. Checkers Not Cheese in first place with 37 out of 41. No, 40. We didn't do the 41 yet, did we? I'm not sure. I'll see when I get back there. Sliding counter, nipping at the heels, man. We're going into the home stretch over here. And we got Owen Foster and Joe. Joe might be able to pull some inside track over here. Chris is hanging tough. FCO coming late. But anyway, man, we got a 3-way race over here for first place. And the spoilers could be where you guys get the answer before one of these guys do. And even if they're tied, like I said earlier, it comes down to whoever gets their button on the answer first gets first place and gets moved into first place in the headlines. So we'll get to the home stretch here, man. Who was the first fighter to defeat Macho Camacho? 1 was it Julio Cesar Chavez, 2 was it Greg Haugen, 3 was it Felix Trinidad, or 4 was it Edwin Rosario? And this was a hell of an upset. Camacho, he cost it. What did he do? Headbutt or something? Oh, he wouldn't touch gloves. That's what it was. He wouldn't touch gloves. And then what? Did he throw a shot at? I can't remember what he did, but he did something really stupid. And man, It cost him the points that pretty much cost him the fight. And User coming back in there, getting his hand on the buzzer and coming in first place with Greg Haugen. Yes, see, things like this, they shake up the... In a fight between Zab Judah and Floyd Mayweather in 2006, a riot broke out in the ring, was quickly filled with a lot of angry trainers, managers, promoters, and cameramen. What sparked off this incident? 1, Mayweather spat in Judah's face whilst clinching. 2, Zab Judah low blow. 3, a Zab Judah headbutt. Or 4, a Mayweather elbow. You remember watching this? This was like, all right. I mean, this was better than the fight. But what was it? What sparked the incident? Zab Judah low blow. Yes, indeed, man. Who was the
George Porter Jr. on 8 string bass guitar. There's 8 strings on it.
The great Sugar Ray Robinson fought Jake LaMotta 6 times, winning 5 of those bouts. In their 6th and final meeting, what was the fight named? 1, was it the War to Settle It All? 2, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. 3, for the 6th time. Or 4, the Fight of the Century.
Here's the real bass.
Meeting number 6. Owen Foster, first one in there with that. Everybody got that one and more.
A bass guitar with 7 strings you don't need.
Bopping right into the finish over here. Who did Sugar Ray Robinson defeat to win the world welterweight title in 1946? 1, was it Tommy Bell? 2, was it Sammy Angot? 3, was it Freddie Flores? Or 4, was it Dave Clark?
It's a warm winter night. We will remind you later that you are in the Maple Leaf, you are on Wall Street. And
Oh,
Terrence Houston over there on the drums.
got a good buzz cooking from this shit, man. The Toka 2
over there on keyboards and vocals.
and Jet Fuel Gelato.
Third vocals.
Amazing shit.
And my name is Dave Pulaski Carrillo. Junior. Happy birthday. Thank you. That was like 2 weeks ago. Whose birthday? Jimmy's birthday.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
I filled a little too much. But
Put some money on that man's chest.
And it's Jamie's birthday.
amazing.
Birthday too.
Which of the following had the most successful consecutive title defenses in their career? 1, Manny Pacquiao. 2, Larry Holmes. 3, Joe Louis. Or 4, Floyd Mayweather Jr. My lips seem to dried out, man. I got chapped lip stuff in the bathroom, but I'll forget it. That's what'll happen. I'll be sleeping tonight. Oh shit. I don't feel like getting up. The correct answer, Joe Louis. Owen, the first one on the button. Moving right along. Who did the Onion Farmer, Carmen Basilio, defeat to win the welterweight championship for his first reign as welterweight champion? 1, was it Tony DeMarco? 2, Sugar Ray Robinson. 3, Kid Gavilan. or 4, Johnny Saxton? Who you talking to? Me, I was confirmed and confirmated. A little reggae beat going in there. The correct answer, Tony DeMarco. FCO.
All my life, I've been a lonely man.
We are moving right to the bitter end here. Which of these former welterweight champions was not born in New York? 1, Sugar Ray Robinson. 2, James Buddy McGirt. 3, Barney Ross. Or 4, Aaron Superman Davis. Chris, don't listen to Pigeon, man. He likes to pick on the weak. So don't give him any don't agitate the character. But then again, he is pretty funny, so let him go. Sugar Ray Robinson, the only one that was not born in New York City. Or New York, I don't know, but it was New York anyway. Did I put city in there? No. The next to the last question. In January 14, 2017, James DeGale and Badu Jack met in a unification bout for the WBC and the IBF Super Middleweight World titles. What was the result of this fight? 1 was a unanimous decision for Jack. 2, a unanimous decision for DeGale. 3, a KO for Jack. Or 4, a draw. How did this super middleweight unification battle end? A draw. FCO, the first one on the button with that one, man. And now we are getting to the last question. And we see how the game worked out this evening. Hey, Derek Bailey, man. Appreciate it. Hey, KO, bro. Good to see you in here, man. Appreciate the view, man. Anybody else out there? I'm sorry you're here late, man. But we had an awesome trivia game. It's the last question, man. This former multiple weight world champion, Manny Pacquiao, was unexpectedly defeated by a relatively little-known and unheralded fighter when defending his WBO welterweight world title. Who was that fighter? 1, was it Tim Bradley? 2, was it Jesse Vargas? 3, was it Jeff Horn? Or 4, was it Chris Algieri? Hey, Tone, man, how we doing? I appreciate your cats coming in here, man. Ed Woodson, I wish you cats would have come earlier, man. I had a hell of a trivia game. But that was the last question. Now comes the fun. But anyways, the correct answer on this one was Jeff Horn. That was an unexpectedly lost his title. That was going to set up the Bud Crawford fight. Maybe that's why he lost his title. But anyway, the correct answer, number 3, Owen Foster, first one on the button. So let's see these scores, man. Let's check this leaderboard out, man. And let's see what's up here. That's the end of this contest. And checkers, not chess. Winning by 1.45 correct answers out of the 50. Slide and counter with 44, man. Owen Foster with 42, man. These cats played the whole hour. They stuck with me for almost an hour and a half over here, man. It was a long game, a fun game. But shout out to Checkers Not Chess. Is that Carlos, man? I don't know. Gotta give him his just due, though, right? Joe got number fourth over there with 37, man. FCO coming late, but man, look at him. Well, he almost came in and into the fucking winner's circle. Jose Diaz, my brother. Celtic Chris. User. Skywalker. Pigeon. Ed. My bro Ed Woodson, man. Derek Bailey. Always showing love and support. Al Booger. Thomas Hill. I didn't even see you, Thomas Hill, my brother. Thomas Hill, man. Every time I see Thomas Hill, I don't care where I am, he shouts me out, man. See, Thomas Hill, he's the kind of a guy, man, who'll make you feel like you're the most important person in the chat. And he does that with everybody, man. Check is not chess, you dog. My brother, Blood Boxing. I thought that was somebody else, man, but of course, man, look at Blood Boxing. He comes in here smoking, man. He comes in here under a fictitious name. I love it, Blood. But you see this one, Blood? This was not an easy game, man. Like I said from the start, we could have thrown fucking, what was Muhammad Ali's last fight? Shit like that up here. But, man, hey, Blood, I get up and there's a couple of things I like to do in the morning, even at my age. And one of them I'm doing, I can't watch the show, but man, as soon as I turn my internet on, I see I just missed your show. You're doing lives in the morning, man, and I'm like, shit. I could have just gotten a little higher gear, but at this stage of the game, all gears are good gears, man. So anyways, much appreciated, man. And my main man, Blood, coming in here and gracing us and kicking some ass like it should be. He didn't come in here saying, I'm Blood Boxing, I'm going to kick your asses, man. He come in here under a pseudonym and bango. Does his thing on here. That's it, man. Nobody wants to go in the ring with Blood. Well, boxing, man, last Saturday, that card from Germany, it was a lot of heavyweights. They had good records, some undefeated records, but never heard of them before. But it was interesting, man. I got to say, it was a what they call a quantity over quality, and it was the refereeing was horrendous. In one of the heavyweight bouts, man, it was a slugfest. Two Germans. One guy was defeated once. It was a Polish cat against a German, and the ref was really behind his countrymen. And it was a pretty even fight. But towards the end, that the Polish guy just knocked him down, had him knocked out, and he even pulled like Ali when he had him hurt. And Ali would say to the ref, "Get in here, get in here, get in here. I want to do some damage to this guy." He even said to the ref, "Stop this fight. I'm gonna kill this guy." And the ref let it go on, and he just lined up a beautiful 1-2, boom, laid the guy right out. Could have killed him. The guy's hands were down by his shoulders, man. It looked like he was carrying a briefcase. And we saw Caballero, and he took on, I think the guy he took on was another Eastern European, undefeated. He butted. There was a blood headbutt going on. He landed some good uppercuts to Caballero because he was long and lean. But Caballero, he's in a special class with the heavyweights. He's got to get a title fight. If Usyk doesn't defend the title, let him fight for one of the vacant titles. I hate to see him get frozen out of the picture because it doesn't seem like he's getting the recognition. It's almost like when Joe Joyce was at his prime. Even though Joyce was beatable, he wasn't getting a chance to fight anybody, man. So I want to see AJ Caballero get himself get himself noticed, man. You know, this dude is undefeated. He's got a body attack that's second to none in the heavyweight division, and he's got a country behind him. It was a bunch of no names, and they sold out this arena, this big arena in Germany. And the announcers were even saying next time they get together, they're going to put it at an outdoor arena. It was that many people there, you know, probably 12, 15,000. And Cavalier was the only known fighter on the card. But anyway, man, I'm looking forward to Shakur Stevenson and Lopez. That's going to be awesome. I think I got to go fill this one before the night's over, blood. I'm still drinking out of this sucker. I see Fistiana every once in a while leaving a comment on one of my my posts. So shout out to her for designing it or putting it together, whatever it was. But if not for you, I wouldn't have it. I use it daily. It's pretty much got a lot of people that I just dig on here, man. Miles Davis, Marvin Hagler, Curtis Anderson, the Weed, the Toka 2. And it doesn't break when I drop it, and I do drop it. But anyway, like I said, man, that's going to be a really good fight. Shakur, he's going to show if he's in that special class. If he can beat Lopez and make it look easy, which I think he has the talent to do it. I think he's beginning to get his man strength, as they've been saying here. And 2 weeks away. So that's what I'm really looking forward to coming up, man. I would love to go to Madison Square Garden, but that's not going to happen. I think Stevenson is going to win too. But see, the last fight that he fought, what was the guy's name? Was it Ramirez? And he went toe to toe with him. He was, when his back went to the ropes, he didn't start running. He put his feet down and he showed us he did some serious in the pocket work, man. It was awesome to see. And if he can carry that over to this fight, because you know Teofimo is going to be tying him up. Is going to be trying to keep the fight at long range. And if Shakur does that too, it's going to be a dull fight. You know, I love knockouts. I love seeing them mix it up. So I just hope I could care less who wins the fight. I think Shakur's got a lot more talent. And I think if Teofimo moves forward and tries to fight him like he did Kambosos, then Shakur, if Shakur stands his ground, he's got fast hands. Like I said, do his hands hold up? Does he have power in those hands? Who knows? That's why we love boxing. Every fight could be a jaw-dropping moment. Tomorrow, I remember historically, man. I read it a couple of weeks ago too. Coming up, they were playing Warren Zevon was playing, the late Warren Zevon. They were playing Bobby Chacon. If Skywalker's still out there, man, tomorrow's the anniversary of Boom Boom Mancini and Bobby Chacon. That 1984. So that was where the product didn't live up to the anticipation. But they wrote a song about it, and we're still listening to it 40 years later. But anyway, thanks much for watching, coming in and playing trivia with us over here, man. This is your boy, Bruce Gass, your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster. Talib, salute my brother. And I'm out of here, man.